Hi guys, Angel Heaven here. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you can hear me. I've got everything set up as best as I can in the location that I'm at. And I'm sorry I haven't been on here for a while. It's just I've had a lot of life stuff happening and it's been intense. But I really want to talk to you about spirits and how important it is to understand spirits, demons, light spirits, light energies, human spirits and animal spirits. It's really important to understand it, but what I wanted to tell you today is this. So they try and find psychics like me and light workers like you and sensitive people to talk to. They can speak to you through dreams. They can speak to you through all of your senses, such as touch, your feeling. So you're feeling them touch you. They could be tickling you and you'll feel like it's very subtle when a spirit can talk to you. Sometimes it's very loud, like you'll hear a loud voice or a loud noise or music, and you think, where is that coming from? Like, what is that? And then it will remind you of like a song that your grandma knew, or someone that's passed away used to like that song. And also visions. You'll get visions of what it is that they are trying to show you. So for instance, if you're talking to a spirit, if you're having a session and you're speaking with a spirit that you choose to speak to, it can be someone that you've known or someone that you don't know, someone famous. So you'll be like in your meditative mode, so you'll do a few deep breathing, center yourself, be at peace, and then focus on talking to the spirit. So focus on asking it questions, and really you have to have a really quiet mind to be able to hear the slight voice that will speak to you through your own thoughts and through your own ideas. So it will speak to you through your mind. It will speak to you through your mind, and it will show you visions. So if you say to the spirit, so Anna Nicole Smith, come to me now. Please tell me what your favorite toy was when you were a child. So then automatically I will get a vision of a pink bunny, and I can see that in my mind's eye. So what your mind's eye is, it's your daydreaming. So remember when you were at school and you just like got so bored and you looked outside and you just started fantasizing about the boy there, or like, you know, you wanted this new horse, or you wanted to live in another town, or like you just had these fantasies and you'd see it so clearly, like a dream, like, you know, a really clear dream that you have. It's like that, and it's so real. It's absolutely real. So they speak to us through that. That is your third eye, your imagination. Another way they speak to us, like I've said before, is touching you. So sometimes, like, I know that, please give me a hug, spirit, and you can feel that loving hug all around you. So you'll feel all tingly and loving and warm and just beautiful all over. You know, when you're near a person that is so light and loving and caring and just beautiful, that kind of energy. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. Spirits are energy. Animals are energy. The earth itself is a conscious energy. Trees are energy. The sea is energy. You go and look out at the sea and you go and walk through the bush and you can feel that tingly energy all over. Just connecting with you and touching you. There is good energies and there is bad energies. I call it negative and positive energies. You can feel these energies. You walk into a room and you automatically, or you're on a train or wherever, and you completely 100% dislike a person instantly. You know for a fact that this person is not a good person. And what that is that you're sensing their soul. You're reading their soul. Everybody can do that. I reckon everybody can do that. So what you can do is test that. I want you to do some examples, some tests. You know, when you're around people, be more observant. Listen and feel and hear. And also, you know things. Have you ever spoken to anyone and all of a sudden you've come out with something that you shouldn't have known, that this person never told you or no one else told you, but you automatically know it's true? Have you ever had that? I bet you have. And then you say it to the person. My cats are going crazy. You say it to the person and they'll be like, how did you know that? Because that's spirit and your higher connection, and even you could even be reading. I mean, that information can come from a lot of different sources. It can come from the Akashic records, which I'll go into in another video. You can look that up yourself, Akashic records. It's a record of spiritual record of your whole soul, of like everything you've ever done, everything you ever will do, and all of that stuff. And you can tap into that, and through meditation and other means, and find out the truth of other people or animals and why the animals sit. So that, and you know things. So a knowing, you have a knowing about things. You have a knowing that the spirit passed away through a heart attack. Or you have a knowing that the person passed away from an aneurysm if you're doing a reading on someone. And you'll just know these things. Like my whole life I've known these things. So once I went to an Aboriginal meeting and in Australia, and they said, oh, Dolores or some, I can't remember her name, but she died. And immediately she had a heart attack. And then literally 20 minutes later, the lady said that she did die of a heart attack. So that's kind of the stuff that I'm talking about. You can also taste things and smell things. All of a sudden you'll be tasting a baked dinner, or, you know, some sweet lolly or a toffee apple or something like that. And that can be coming from spirit. If you're trying to communicate with spirit and say, what is your favorite food? And all of a sudden you taste a toffee apple, there's your answer. So don't think that a spirit can talk to you in just words, loud words, because they can't. They're energy now. And it's really hard for them to focus on communicating with us. It takes a lot of effort on their part. They're in a completely different dimension than us. You've got to remember that. Spirits don't just go, oh, hey, let's have a conversation and start telling you all about their day. You know, they're not in the same realm as us anymore. They've passed on. The level is in a much higher level. Also, it's in emotions. So the feeling can also be touching. And it can also be you're feeling emotions, like all of a sudden you're feeling so upset and so depressed, or so happy and excited because you know that this spirit or this person that you're thinking about at the time is so excited about going on a holiday next week, and they're just hyped up, and you're feeling that. You're tapping into their energy. And that is amazing. Like, we can communicate with spirits. And it's not scary. I was brought up to think that this stuff was scary, but it isn't. It's actually really exciting and really fun. But you've got to remember that there is darker energies, and they will, I warn about this a lot because it's really, really important that on YouTube there's so many people out there doing ghost hunting and whatnot. They're young and they don't understand that there's demonic spirits out there. There's actually demonic people that were alive. They are evil. And I think you know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm saying that. I'm saying you've met people that are evil, like on the news, people that kill other people, people that torture other people. They're just really bad, you know, and there's bad people. And when they're bad in spirit, they're bad. No, when they're bad in a human form, such as spirits are just evil and bad. So I call those the darkers. These darkers don't become light once they pass away. Once a spirit passes over to the other side and leaves a physical body. So a vessel. We are vessels. And when they leave this vessel, they don't become good. They're still evil and still bad, and they're still just not sorted at all. So you get your ones that are just really sick and they have no clue about like how to be a good person, or, you know, they've had a really bad upbringing. And I'm not saying like all people have had a bad upbringing are really good. You know, I've had a lot of heartaches and shit happens to me in my life, but it doesn't make me a bad person, and nothing can make me a bad person, because my soul isn't like that. I don't like hurting other people or animals or anything like that. I don't like hurting people's feelings. I'm just like that. That's how I am. But some people actually get off on hurting other people, physically, spiritually, like in any way whatsoever. And that's a very demonic type energy. And they get a glint in their eye when you see them, you know, do that hurt, and they just feeding into it. They love it. So just remember that when you're dealing with spirits, you could be dealing with a negative evil spirit that used to be human or may not have been human. You know, it doesn't matter. Spirits usually aren't human, but they can attach to humans. I'll explain that in another video. There's a lot of in-depth stuff to that one. Doing ghost hunting, always go in with protection. Protect yourself. Ensure that you're surrounding yourself with light when you walk into a haunted location, or to do a reading for somebody, or to connect with spirit. Just literally just imagine the white light surrounding you. Call on Archangel Michael, whoever it is for you. Could be God, could be Jesus, Mother Mary, whoever that spirit is that is protecting you, your grandfather, your grandmother, your mum, your friend who's passed over, your spirit guides. Call on them and ask them to be with you, protect you through this reading, through this investigation. Because if you don't have that protection around you, then spirits can attach to you. And it's real. Trust me, it's happened to me. It's happened to a lot of people, and they will drain you, and they will try to live through you, and they'll change your whole personality. Because what happens is the spirit will, I kind of call it like it'll mesh with your energy. It'll mesh with your spirit. It will try and become you. And then you'll find yourself talking different languages, or saying things that you never normally said, or just basically, you know, just acting completely different to what you normally act. And it can also make really bad things happen to you in your life. Really, really bad things, which can continue until they can kill you. Like, literally, they can kill you. But before they kill you, they'll make sure you have a very miserable life. They can do nasty shit, which I don't want to go into. But trust me, you can look it up, and it is real. I will come up with some examples of that. I've had some stuff happen to me in my life that I was ghost hunting years ago, and something attached to me and followed me home. And then that night, literally all the doors were banging, there was scratching on the walls, there was freaking faces in the windows, which the kids saw, and I had to call the police, and they found nothing. Like, and it was like knocking at the door and then open it instantly, no one's there. Like, it was insane. And then all this bad shit happened. My relationship broke up. Some really, really dark shit happened, and I'm not gonna say what it was, but it was bad. And so you got to really protect yourself. And if you're gonna do it, like, literally, you can't do it without protecting yourself, or you're gonna be in big trouble. Be very, very careful of that, guys. Okay. So I think I'll finish the video on that, but I'll just look through my notes. So just be really aware of when you're communicating with spirits and how they talk to you. They can talk to you in many different ways, but it's really, really slight, and it can be just really just, you know, like subtle. It's really subtle. Don't think that it's going to be loud, because sometimes it can be, but just remember that usually it's subtle. And spirits want to talk to us. I also want to talk about I want to talk to you about automatic writing, but I'm just going to finish this video on that. Thank you for thanks for joining me, guys, and please subscribe, comment, like, and share, and remember to tickle the little bell icon. So thank you. Please support me. I live in Australia, and trying to start my channels. I'm a bit slack and lazy on it, but because I've moved so many times and just drama. But thank you so much for supporting me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi guys, it's Angel Heaven here. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to talk about automatic writing. So, automatic writing is a way to talk to spirits. It's also a way to talk to angels, God. Neil Walsh wrote Conversations with God, and he was channeling God's energy, so divine energy, source energy, to write that book. A very beautiful spiritual book. I love it so much. And I've also channeled quite a few books and whatnot, but I haven't published. I've published 2 books, but I haven't like put together my other books. But anyway, the point is this: get your pen and your pad. You do some deep breathing, be in a quiet area. So do your deep breathing, do a few breaths, get your sacred energy up and feel your energy just be you. And then think of the spirit that you want to talk to. Say, for instance, I always say Anna Nicole Smith, because I love communicating with her. She's such a beautiful, loving, soft, gentle lady, and just a beautiful soul. And I love communicating with her. I've done a lot of connections with her, and once she was attached to me, and it's a whole new story. A whole new story, but yeah, she is beautiful. So let's talk about Anna Nicole Smith. Her name is Vicky, and that's her real name. And when I connect with her, so I get my pen and my pad and I just think about her. I see her in my mind's eye, and then I say, so I might write, "Hello, Anna Nicole Smith, can you please talk to me today? I'd like to have a little conversation with you." And then I'll get yes. So in your mind's eye, you can also see the words as well, but you can also write them down. We all have different ways of communicating the best with the spirits. One of my best ways is my writing. So, and then I will say, I can just think it too, or I can write it. So what was your favorite toy when you were little? Okay, I keep seeing a pink rabbit, a pink little like stuffed rabbit, and she loved animals. So you just start getting stuff, and then just start writing. Just breathe. Don't think. So thinking is what you don't want to be doing when you're communicating with spirit. Don't judge what you're saying or writing. Just write it. Just start writing. And if it flows, let it flow. Don't read it as you do it. Just keep going. Keep going. So have that conversation. You can ask questions while you're writing, then you'll get the answer, or you can just flow what they're telling you. They want to tell you a whole bookload of stuff. But try not to do it for too long, because you get really drained and tired. So you can do it once a week or once a day, however long you want to. It's really fun. You can channel energy from the stars, from the star people, from the ETs, like angels, everything. You can just channel energy. Just focus on who that is you want to talk to, and then start writing. So I really, really love speaking to spirits. It's an awesome thing to do. And I really like it if you try and do that exercise. So thank you so much. I just wanted to talk to you about automatic writing really quick. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share my channel. Also ring the little tickly eye bell icon. And please comment down below if you want to know anything about spirits. I'm a psychic medium. I'm also a channeler, and I'm also a sensitive. I communicate with animals and spirits. I can do a lot of stuff. It's too much to even like mention right here. So I'd like to thank you so much for just joining me today. Thank you. Bye.